After arriving in our Airbnb, we noticed we were at the foot of a cliff that had a lift to the summit, and from where we could see the whole city. The lift went up through the rock to the top. Nate had surely done his research when he booked the Airbnb, an excellent location near to the city. So we strolled up to the entrance to take the lift to the top. €4.40 for the round trip. We were not disappointed.
Very nice view up here. We came up on a lift and through the rock, and now we're just overlooking the city.
Salzburg is certainly different. The famous city of Mozart's birth is enchanting. The buildings elegant. The architecture both traditional and modern. And the city overlooked by the 11th century fortress Salzburg, the biggest fully preserved castle in Central Europe. The Salzburg River, as it were, waltzing through the city. All within a small area, not a sprawling city, a charming city. The meadows and the hills above, alive with the sound of music. We were immediately busy getting some great shots of the place. Gothic and Romanesque church steeples, rising as it were into the majestic mountains, themselves a work of art. So we sat a while and pondered the sight before us, enthralled. Historical buildings always ask questions. Guess what happened here? Guess what happened within my walls? And guess who forgot to change the focus? And time and the river flow on, taking with them their secrets. Leaving behind quirky buildings, huddled together, smiling but silent. And then the wisp of a thought stirs and hits me like Newton's apple. Certainly when Mozart lived here, he would look up and see the fortress, and he would hear the church bell as we do today. And then I imagine him skipping home to the music in his head and quickly writing a little night music on a piece of paper. But that didn't happen here. That was Vienna. In our visits to Vienna, Bratislava and Prague, we've seen where Mozart lived, performed and died. It always amazes me when he died he was only 35 years old. and yet he had composed over 600 works. We just stayed up on the hill a while, enjoying the views and getting some shots, while at the same time soaking in history. This has been an important city for over 200 years. And yet there's some dark history too. Behind these trees on the right is the notorious Eagle's Nest, where Hitler and the Nazi leaders would retreat. As Nate and I were planning this trip, we decided to start out in Budapest, as that was a place we'd both always wanted to go. But Nate also wanted to visit here. We felt it would be a nice contrast. To be able to come up to this cliff and look over the city on our very first day was an excellent introduction. We were able to get a bird's eye view and watch life going on below. Here copper spires reach the sky, and castle walls stand tall. A river flows serenely by, and we enjoy it all. The music born here still plays on. We clearly hear the strain, and Mozart, though forever gone, is remembered once again.